All right, man. Toast Talk, you know what it is, man. Up in here, like Swinwood. All right, man. So look, today's episode, we're gonna continue on. This is actually the last day that Cassie Ventura is on the witness stand, and we're gonna listen to this female talk about what actually happened while she was on the stand. Before we get into that, I gotta get a legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me wait for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. Absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is right here on the screen. Cash App. No more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,000. And yes, I am the King of the North, the Night King. Let me know what kingdom you are from. So look, man, we're going to get right to this, man. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, man. So let's get it. Let's get it.
This is day 5 of Diddy's trial, and Cassie Ventura is giving her cross-examination testimony against Diddy. This cross-examination is turning into a bombshell. We are now hearing from Cassie Ventura about Jonathan Audi, the man who in 2018 said that he was an S-worker for Diddy and Cassie. She's confirming that Jonathan Audi did record a video of these freak-offs, and she is also alleging that Diddy did pay a settlement to make these videos go away. So let's get into it. Diddy's lawyer starts out by saying, "You believe that Mr. Combs was blacked out for the Intercontinental Hotel event? I believe he was intoxicated. Everyone's definition is different. But you said blacked out. What did you write here? I wrote, when you get effed up the wrong way. You meant substances and alcohol. Here Mr. Combs writes to you, I'm so for you." The government yells, "This is not evidence." Here, Mr. Combs is asking you for physical relations soon after the Intercontinental Hotel, right? I was saying how I felt. What did you write back? I wrote that we needed a different vibe than Friday at the Intercontinental. Mr. Combs wrote, F Friday. I don't even want to do that again. What did you write? I wrote, LOL, true. Mr. Combs suspected you of having an affair with someone else in the industry. What happened when he took your phone? We were in a car and he told me to call my mother. When I did, he grabbed my phone and took it. It was a big fight. He was just gone. For how long? A few hours until my mother called the police. Did Mr. Combs go through your phone? I think so. He called someone on.
This is crazy. I'll be honest with y'all, but I still don't understand how this has anything to do with Rico. Maybe there is. I seen somebody saying that Diddy's team found a loophole, something like that. But I'm actually here just to hear the testimony at this point. So let's run it back a little bit. Sorry.
Fight? He was just gone. For how long? A few hours until my mother called the police. Did Mr. Combs go through your phone? I think so. He called someone on it. The person you had an affair with, an NFL player? I don't know if he's playing anymore, but he was an NFL player and he was jealous. Wasn't there a time he found out you were dancing with another person in the entertainment industry and took your phone, right? I don't remember. It was Chris Brown. I was not dancing with him. Look at this. It's from 2013. Now I see. What else did Mr. Combs take? My car, my passport, and he was angry. Let me refresh you about Mr. Combs being in rehab. I vaguely remember. Why did you go to Sedona? I went to Arizona to get away from substances. I'm going to get you to a new topic. Mr. Combs told you to go get the video that you heard about. What did you write? I wrote, you keep putting me down. I'm going to play you some audio. And then they start playing this audio clip of Cassie Ventura. Disrespectful, bro. If you don't show me, Ventura. You saw a video of someone effing me. Who is effing me? You have it. Why didn't you show me? 'Cause I'm not disrespectful, bro. If you don't show me, I will and cut you up. I will effing off you. I've never offed anyone in my life, but I'm going to F you up. It's not going to be on my hands. Someone else is.
Wait, so who said this? Who said this to who? Cassie Ventura, I will kill you. I never killed anyone in my life, but I will kill you. What? Who is she talking to though?
I will effing off you. I've never offed anyone in my life, but I'm going to F you up. It's not going to be the on my hands. Someone else is going to do it. I'm not playing with you. Tell me. That was you, right? Yes. Did Mr. Combs express concern about these videos being released? When? Ever? Yes. The escort, Jonathan Audi, you thought he took a video? Yes. Mr. Combs spent a lot of money to make sure that video did not get released. I don't know. You had a conversation with Jonathan Audi that was transcribed. I'm not sure. He was volatile. I didn't trust him. What did Mr. Combs say when you told him you thought that Mr. Audi was recording? He said he'd take care of it. And what's crazy is this is the first time we are hearing in detail about Jonathan Audi and the settlement that Diddy paid him of $5 million. This NDA from Jonathan Audi dropped last week with Diddy signing it, and it was a confidentiality settlement agreement. Diddy's team said that there was a message that Jonathan Audi transcribed, and just a couple days ago, he was actually on the news, and he explains that he was recording these freak-offs because Cassie Ventura was so messed up, he was scared that she was going to pass away, and that's why he decided to record, because he didn't want to be found liable if anything happened to her. And he said in that interview that he transcribed Cassie Ventura threatening him, but he felt like it was because of Diddy.
I don't believe that. That's cap. That's cap. I don't believe all that. Nah. I believe that this dude was trying to get money. That's what it was. I don't believe he was, because if that was the case, he would have went to the authorities about this. You recording it because you afraid something might happen. It might be on you. Nah. I'm not rolling with that. I definitely think he lying about that. That's cap. That's cap.
Or video. Because after she passed out, I decided to record that. So in the event anything worse happened, like if she died, or anyone died, it will be on camera, it will be on video, what happened. So I wouldn't be responsible for any of that. So you were beginning to worry about her doing drugs. I mean, like about her dying, or him dying, or somebody dying from the drugs, and that you would be held responsible. So you brought a video. You brought your phone? No, I had a USB video memory stick done like spy shot, and I put it in the water on the table, in the living room table of the hotel I was there. I just filmed it, and it had everything described, and it had her threatening me. But he was telling her what to say. They had an argument. When I left, I knew they were paranoid. So I wanted to guarantee my safety. So I texted him and said, hey, if anything happens to me, I got evidence I'm being with you. At the settlement table, there was a lot of irregularities, okay? Mm-hmm. My first settlement.
So Jonathan Audi was saying the video recording that they just played in court, he actually transcribed that of Cassie Ventura threatening him, but he felt like it was because of Diddy. And that's when he said, I have this video and it's going to guarantee my safety. And then they went into the settlement for $5 million to make this video go away. But the biggest part about all of this, if this is being brought up in court, Diddy's team also has evidence from the government. So if the government is going to have Jonathan Audi testify against Diddy about things that he witnessed and Cassie Ventura allegedly almost looking like she's going to pass away during these freak-offs, which means that she wouldn't have consented to these freak-offs, Diddy's team would also have...
That don't mean that. You got to stop. That don't mean that. You can't put your own personal bias into it. That doesn't mean that. They don't mean that. And she could have, like you basically saying that she could have consented to these things, and we see these things. I'm not saying that they're listening, but you got to stop doing this. Like I see she does this a lot. Like you got to stop doing this. Like, like for real. Like she be out here like really saying stuff like she knows what happened. Like she was there. Like no, you got to stop. That's not saying that.
This same evidence to try to twist and misconstrue it into something to use. This makes me believe even more that we are going to have Jonathan Audi on this witness stand.
They're not putting him on a witness stand. They're not doing that. Nah, I definitely don't think that they're gonna do that. He'll get tore up.
It's day 5 of the Diddy trial, and Cassie Ventura is giving her cross-examination testimony against Diddy. Diddy's lawyer asks, "Did you get neurofeedback therapy?" "Yes." "What is it?" "They hook something to your head and it shows you things to see how you react." "Were you told the effects of it?" "Help me with trauma." "Did you participate in EMDR?" "Yes." "What does it do?" "Memories and processing them." "The idea is you recall prior traumatic memories like PTSD. Were you being treated for PTSD?" "Yes." "I was still physically developing." "You were 22? Women keep developing after 22, don't you think?" "But you're not suggesting that you were still physically developing after 22? I'm not." This message is about having a freak off without K, right? Then the government wants to refer with the counsel and the judge says no, and then he does a break. Mr. Combs wrote, "You're so predictable. You've said that you were going to tell him that you didn't want to do freak offs anymore, but you didn't say it, did you?" "I did not." "Here you were suggesting freak offs with a girl. You say you found a photo of Mr. Combs with Gina while you were staying the night with your parents in Connecticut, right?" "Yes." "You decided to break up with him, and he didn't threaten you, but suggested couples counseling." "I don't know." In August 2018, you called it a closure conversation.
What do you mean you don't know? You remember everything else, but you don't remember that part where he suggested couples therapy. You don't know, but you remember everything else. I would think that you would remember that because you were so in love with him, like you said. You don't remember that part? Like, come on now.
Mr. Combs was inviting you to Burning Man, right? I'll read Mr. Combs' message. "You have anger." Cassie Ventura then reads hers. "I wrote, my family knows I'm not running around telling our business. I don't need you to be taking care of Kim and Gina. I need you to put me first." Please read these. I wrote, "You lied to me. She never went away. It was the nail in the coffin. You meant Gina, the photo?" Yes. In your civil lawsuit, you say that Mr. Combs R-worded you in September of 2018 after you had dinner at an Italian restaurant in Malibu, right? Yes. Did you meet with the government on November 30th of 2023? Yes, not the exact date. In this meeting, you said that the R word took place after...
Wait a minute. What? Yeah, this is getting interesting.
Yes. Did you meet with the government on November 30th of 2023? Yes, not the exact date. In this meeting, you said that the R word took place after Mr. Combs returned from Burning Man. You said he was acting strangely at dinner. I don't remember exactly that word. Did you meet with the U.S. on April 8th of 2025? Around then. This message on Facebook. Who's that? Frank Black, a name he used. He wrote, "I'm in an investor conference. We'll get back to this. You still have love for him?" I have love for the past and what it was. You wrote, "I didn't mean to be a B word. I just don't get the time." He writes, "Just need you to be positive, correct?" Yes. Then Diddy's lawyer shows another exhibit and says, "This is about a yoga instructor." Yep. What did you write? I wrote, "I've stopped even caring." But did you care? Yeah. So he said you could still date other people. Let's just talk about it, correct? Yes. What did you write? I wrote, "I do love you. I would just prefer not being one of your girlfriends. Let's get up tomorrow night. I'll do studio from 6 to 9. He writes, "Can I hold you or are you just gonna break up with me?" And you write back, "We can embrace, LOL. And you wanted to hug him, right? That's what I said. Did you have physical relations with Mr. Combs that night? I did. And during that, your now husband FaceTimed you? Yes. Your now husband didn't know that you were.
God, bro. Yo, this is wild. Oh my God. Yo, oh my God. This is crazy.
Physical relations with Mr. Combs that night? I did. And during that, your now husband FaceTimed you? Yes. Your now husband didn't know that you were with Mr. Combs at the time? I don't know what he knew. Later, he discovered it. The government yells, objection. You didn't tell your husband that you were R-worded? Not that evening. After Miss Porter's memorial service, you wrote to him.
Now, I'm figuring that this wasn't her husband at the time, but it was just some guy she was dealing with at the time. But you got great, and you didn't tell the guy you were dealing with. I don't know about that. I mean, then again, some people they do things differently. Who knows? But
He discovered it. The government yells, objection. You didn't tell your husband that you were R-worded? Not that evening. After Miss Porter's memorial service, you wrote to him that you were going home. Why had he called Kim his soulmate? What was this 11 years all about? Yes. That was hurtful. At the time, yes. And after that memorial service, you never saw Mr. Combs again, right? I did not. He let you go, right? I never saw him again. I don't know about letting me go. You got married to the love of your life, right? Yes. Miss Ventura, we're almost done here. Thank you. I will read Mr. Combs' messages. You're gonna make a beautiful mother. God bless. I said thank you. God bless. I wrote that we should talk and have closure. Mr. Combs sent back a tear face emoji. He said, you were always my ride or die. I thought it was nice. You'd been craving that before. I don't think I was craving now. He shaped you over 11 years. Silence. You shaped each other? Yes. Your husband's a physical trainer? Yes. The house you grew up in Connecticut was relatively modest compared to mansions? Yes. You were preparing to tour with Matt Testa? Yes, he's an engineer. Once you settled your lawsuit, you canceled the tour, right? Yes. Because you no longer needed the money? That wasn't the reason. After the hotel video came out, you posted on Instagram that domestic violence is an issue, right? Yes, and I still feel that way. Mr. Combs wrote, want to freak off one last time? What did you write? I didn't want it to be the last time. I want to freak off for the first time. No further questions.
oh my God, bro. That's crazy. So you said y'all didn't see each other after that, and then he was let's do a freak off, and you said I didn't want it to be the last time. I wanted it to be the first time. And I believe this is when you were married. Bruh.
Mr. Combs wrote, want to freak off one last time? What did you write? I didn't want it to be the last time. I want to freak off for the first time. No further questions. Now it begins her redirect. The government starts out, Miss Ventura, you were just shown a message where you ended. I don't want to freak off for the last time. I want it to be the first time for the rest of our lives. What did you say after that? Yes, and just got over a UTI. You were showing messages today in which you and Sean were kind and loving. Yes? Did those periods ever last? Objection. Overruled. No, they didn't last. They were a downswing. What world did Sean open up to you? A world of chaos. In your 11-year relationship, who did you want to have physical relationships with? Only him at that time. When Sean wrote, seduce all day, what did you do? Right.
I don't know about that, Cassie. Because the history tells us that you were sleeping with multiple men. And not through the freak offs either. We're talking about men outside of the freak offs. What do you mean he was the only one you wanted to be with at that time? Was at that time for 6 months? Or what do you mean? I don't understand that.
About the freak offs. Were you able to cancel work obligations for freak offs? Yes, if I was told to. When you were shooting the movie in South Africa and you blocked him, how did he contact you? Through Mia. And Mia is a pseudonym for one of Diddy's victims, victim number 4, who we know is a ex-personal assistant that worked for Diddy. The government then says, he said he didn't remember hurting you. Did you believe him? Not always, because I knew him. There were times that he was pretty aware of what he was doing. It's just who he was. I'd seen him be violent to other people. On the way back from Cane's, what did Sean do? He played a video of me having physical relationships with an escort. What did he say he would do? He'd release it. When you got to New York, what did Sean ask for? A freak off, or he'd release it. Do you have any doubt that Sean R-worded you? Objection, overruled. I have no doubt. After Sean R-worded you on August 18th, did you later have consensual relationships with Sean during which your now husband FaceTimed you? Yes. Why did you cancel the tour? After I filed my civil lawsuit, I was overwhelmed. Addressing the past the way that I chose to was overwhelming. I didn't want to go. Do you plan to file more lawsuits? No. Would you give the $20 million back if you hadn't had to do the freak-offs? Objection, overruled. I would give it back to get my agency back. Did he beat you during these freak-offs? Yes, and she starts crying. Were you open to freak-offs at the beginning? At the beginning. Did you tell him you no longer wanted to do them? Yes, more than once. What concerns did you have about saying no to the freak-offs? Safety, career, and love. And then it gets redirected back to Diddy's lawyer. And freak-off videos, in this case, they were all kept on devices that you kept from 2012 to 2014. I don't know what year. You were able to stand at his side at the Met Gala, being his girlfriend. He gave you access to producers. Yes. Beyond Kid Cudi, what other musicians?
So, is this after she got married? I'm not sure if this after she got married. I gotta look at the timeline again because it's kind of confusing. It's going so fast.
Were you put in the studio with? Were you put in the studio with Nicki Minaj? Yes. You were put in the studio with Lil Wayne? Yes. And with Rick Ross and Pusha T? Am I forgetting any names? You got a lot of names. You are self-conscious about your musical talent? I wouldn't say that. You had a bad performance on 106 in Park? Early in my career. You did music videos and they were successful? Sidebar. D-Rock was like a member of your family? Yes, like a brother. The assistant Mia, you also had a friendship with? Yes. Okay. Here you begin with an explicit message, and Diddy responds with one. You are actively stated that you were feeling overwhelmed after filing your civil lawsuit, right? Yes. You recently received a settlement from the Intercontinental? No. You made a demand? Yes. 10 million maybe. This is the last thing I will ask you to read, Miss Ventura. Then she starts reading. Thank you. We need closure and understanding. And the government comes back and said, why did you keep your devices? I was afraid what was on them. I wouldn't take them to the Apple store. Then Diddy's lawyer has one more question. You just reached a $10 million settlement with their Intercontinental last week before trial? Yes. And this is the end of Cassie's whole testimony. Seems
So she kind of lied. Because she said she didn't reach a settlement. Then they said, well, I guess at that time. And then she said, then they asked her, did she just reach a settlement? So was she talking to Diddy after she got the money from him? I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's the end of her cross-examination.
like next we might not be getting Dawn Richard. It seems.
Yeah, so there's no more Cassie. So this will be the last time you probably see this, unless something happens and I feel like it has to be covered. But yeah. Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I don't think that they're really trying to get Diddy on no trafficking charge. I think they're just trying to get the jury to hit him with a guilty plea of because all the savagery he did to this woman. And to be honest with you, he should be in prison for that. Like, I mean, beating on that woman like that, nah, bro, you need to be buried under the prison. So I don't know. But yeah, man. So tell me what y'all think, man. What y'all think about this whole case? This is the first week. We still got 7 more weeks to go. So, all right, man. If y'all want me to continue covering this, just say it in the comments. You'll cover the Diddy case more. If not, then I'm gonna leave it in. If something big happened, then I'm gonna say something about it. So, but yeah, man, I'm out of here.